Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode, or I should say, my first episode of just a new thing I'm starting out with. This is, as you can tell, my first gaming episode with games. This is Railroads Online, and I'm just going to quickly go over a few things because this is more or less a little impromptu intro before the actual intro, just to explain a few things. Starting with, this has been in the works since October. Right when this update that we're going to look at here was released. I was hoping to get this done around the time that I filmed it, but I never really got to doing that. And so yeah, well, here it is in December, in the finish date. But yeah, I finally got into it. Nothing else to really distract me. Another thing to note is that I don't think I am good, in my opinion, at actually just speaking. So you're gonna hear me just going like, I think just all that such. So if you're gonna get annoyed by that, I'm just gonna let you know in that regards. And the final thing to note is that I am going to be making announcements at the end of the video. So stay for that if you want to see them, or if you just want, skip ahead. I don't care. Also, before we begin, if you want to provide some good criticism of what I could just improve, what I can change, all that such, just please send it in the comments below. I'll read those, and I'll see what I can do regarding these suggestions, because I do want to make my content good, something that people can watch. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this very late episode, which is of a session that will be in 2 parts. Hello everyone, newcomers probably, and maybe some old comers who want to see what I'm uploading here. Welcome to my first episode of Railroads Online. This is definitely the first, but I should like to point out that this necessarily isn't the start of the stave. You know, I just realized I can't even, okay, that's stupid, that, if I have just zoomed out, I can't even use the map. Okay, hold on.
A Railroads Online moment.
Before I show you the map, I'd like to introduce my pal here, Mr. Miwen.
Hi.
Or, as his Steam username is, Bean Boy.
I prefer me one.
Yeah, I want to call him Miwen because Bean Boy.
I'm gonna change that soon, but.
All right. So yeah. And you may notice that if you are if you haven't been aware enough by far, let's say you've just randomly stumbled upon this video and you haven't played Railroads Online since a year ago, and you haven't received any news on the game. This may look like a very new map, and these stuff may look very new. You know, this station and such. Because since the past 2 years, in a month, there has been 2 new serious stuff that has been added to the game. These beautiful props here.
Truly wonderful.
which allow for, nice stations. Oh yeah, you got the signs that were promised forever ago.
Finally.
Which were also introduced with the props. And you got a new map. Because this is very much a nice map. It's far better than Pine Valley for some of you. Well, in some of your opinions. Because it's definitely a new take. There is just so much. It just feels so much more open, even though this is like what? Isn't this the same size as Pine Valley?
Dev stated that this was the exact same size as Pine Valley.
Yeah. And I mean,
just a lot more open space.
It's a lot more open space, making it feel bigger, and you can definitely do a lot more stuff in this map. Such. Now, obviously, as I believe I've stated right before, that this is not a fresh new start on this particular map. Shall we head to the freight depot just to show why?
Yeah, sure.
Which, I mean, if you look at the map, you may already know why, but... Oh, lag here. But we got stuff going on. We got a rail yard, some telegraph poles, which I don't exactly know what's going on here, because I remember playing this and that the wires stretch from that telegraph pole to another. It's like the same issues happening up there as well. Probably we'll get to replacing telegraph poles. But yeah, we got telegraph poles going on and track. And it's so far a very nice setup.
Galaxy did great on this.
Yeah. We got a turntable, all that shenanigans. And we have a small little logging line that goes from freight depot to logging camp. Which, as you can tell, well, I should just show you later on, but it's a bit bumpy. And now, teleporting to logging camp, we got ourselves a nice... Why are there potatoes? Niwen, why are there potatoes?
I mean, they're pretty good.
I mean, yeah, they're really good, especially if you bake them. You have, like, cheese, bacon, sour cream, butter.
You're making me hungry.
Look, man, I'm hungry as well, even though I just ate, like, some really fatty food.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but we got, like, a little log line going on. And a sign over there.
Oh no.
Okay, anyhow, so we're gonna head down to the sawmill. Where most of the equipment is. Oh, I forgot that the Montezuma's all the way over there.
Yeah, it is.
But we got ourselves a small little setup.
And a porter.
We love the porter. Notably, this is not our first locomotive in this map. The first So yeah, this is not the Betsy, unfortunately. This is just your standard 040 saddle tank engine porter. And it's our number 2. Our number 1 is the Montezuma. And it's like all the way back over there.
We love the Montezuma.
But yeah. Also, this is like just a fun map to play on so far. Very refreshing when compared to Pine Valley, because I still don't know much about this map, besides a little Easter egg, which I may build an industry near. Because another thing to note is we can place down industries. I mean, look at this.
There's an oil field, and he's flying.
I can fly!
/ game mode creative.
Actually, which makes it easier for me to go over here.
You're leaving me behind. My heart.
When you have a Betsy.
It's not as fast as...
It literally goes the same speed.
I can just see like an oil field sputtering in and out.
Like that's fun. I find it funny that the Montezuma and Betsy both go 50 miles an hour.
50?
15, not 50.
Oh, I thought you said 50. I would have been like.
I mean, that
yeah,
would have
let's
been
go
funny.
for it.
It's just like you could probably
Imagine
get
how
them up. You could probably get them up to those speeds.
Imagine how fast the little wheels would be spinning, man.
But yeah. Miwan, do you know what plans we have for this nice old save?
I mean, it's honestly up to you, but I would believe that our overall plans are to connect every industry and get stupid rich.
That's essentially it, but the one every time
this
I am
episode.
in this every time why is there just a tree of switches along along
What?
the line?
What?
You know, when you'll see once you like come up towards the the logging camp. Well, actually, we need to get on to like our first major thing, and that's building up to the iron mine, which in itself,
That will be quite the task.
yes, because we have to go from here to there. And
I say,
up
why
again.
don't we start the iron mine right now?
Oh, for sure. I just got to get some money off of these logs, because the sawmill, thanks to a minor glitch in the system, we already have it full, despite the fact that we've only delivered half the load necessary.
Yeah. I think. Did you set the game mode to easy or something? 'Cause that might be it. I'm unsure though.
I have no idea what just happened here, but the Switch decided to go from one point to another. So we have a Montezuma with no boiler pressure and derailed cars.
Nice.
The
Okay,
average railroad
The railroad in it.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly get stuff.
Okay, I'm going to grab a consist of one sugarcane car and connect it up with Z Betsy, if that is okay.
Don't
and
you
I
have like
believe,
2 sugarcane cars?
Yeah, but I'll do one because, well, if we're gonna be going up a grade, I'm not sure how the Betsy will fare.
Well, I mean, it depends on like how much cargo we're like, well, what the grade is, because we gotta find that out.
That is true. If only there was an elevation indicator. If only.
If only.
If only.
But yeah, generally we need to work on that, and also invest into new equipment, because, as it turns out, we don't have any proper equipment that can, you know, have a funny thing we like to call lumber.
Yeah, that is a large priority.
Because if we're gonna like make money off of the coal mine, we must be like a capitalist and know that we need the right stuff.
Indeed.
I'm gonna quiet for my little pet peeve.
Why is the Betsy moving?
What do you mean? Why is the Betsy moving?
It was moving on its own. I don't know if this is on a grade or what.
It could be on a grade. I mean, generally, this is not one of my flattest railroads, especially if you're in the logging camp line.
I'm on the sawmill line currently.
You may be on the grade down.
I'm literally was on a switch, but okay.
Oh, you're on a switch. Oh well.
We got the swamp railroad up in here. With the sawmill. Yippee! We love a good swamp.
We gotta have like it's just a little swamp town there, because I saw somebody who made it. It's just like, well, no, who made a swamp town? It looks really cool.
It sunk into the swamp and he built on top of it. And that one sank into the swamp and he built on top of that one.
Average Monty Python fan.
Look, man, it's a good movie, okay?
I can't. Well, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, yeah, it's a good movie, and I don't even think it's like the only movie that has the Monty Python, and it's
Oh, it's not. I've seen some other films that are
you know, like one that has. Well, I'm trying to remember, but it's like one where it has where there's people thinking that this one guy is the Holy Messiah.
Oh, Life of Brian.
Where are you? I want to actually check out. Shoot.
I'm just vibing.
All right, so running up towards you with your with our only tank engine.
Indeed.
That would have been a shame if I just crashed because of the headlight, but I don't think I did.
I think we should prioritize at least getting up there, no matter if we barely get anything up it. I just think if we have it, it'll be a good sense of security.
And actually, funny enough, so can I get on top of one of these?
It's like Wipeout, but for train nerds.
Oh god. Oh no. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna place down like a little prop. I don't want to place a sign. I want a barrel. I want to have a barrel underwater so I can just stand on top. But if we go out to like at the end of the pier here. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but
is it the Easter egg?
What? No, it's an iron. No, I'm looking at the iron mine.
Oh, you're looking at the iron mine. Oh, that's pretty cool too, I guess.
That's all the way up there on that ledge there, and we're all the way down here. One thing you may know about trains is that they have a difficulty going up grades.
Simple solution, Shay.
Shay. We do need a Shay. That would make the logging setup much more complete.
Let me see how much a Shay costs real quick. I know it's pretty cheap. It's 2,500, not bad at all.
I wonder if I want to get a different locomotive, because for like what the Shay is, very powerful at first, a bit slow. I think we could wait and like just get the flat cars to get the lumber.
That is true.
Which actually, I want to start doing that now. Like, because if we can have, what if we maximize our money? Because we can have like a train of logs, dropping off logs, and a train of lumber.
Indeed.
But I do love building track.
He does like building track.
Man, I love just whistle.
Love a good whistle.
Okay, good thing I am recording, because sometimes I feel like I haven't been recording.
First world problem right here.
For the first world problem. Look, don't put the shame on me. I'm only human, after all.
You're reminding me of a certain video that Roger keeps reposting. Trains are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, trains are pretty cool, yeah. What is your favorite locomotive?
Oh, that's a tough pick. Okay, you guys might not like me for this, but I'm a bit of a British train connoisseur. I just really like the way the A4 Pacifics look, and the LMS Coronation Scott Streamlined class. Just some beautiful looking trains, great performance as well, good high speeds.
Honestly, I can't deny on that part. They seem like very fast locomotives. I mean,
126.5 miles an hour for the A4 Pacific. Let's go.
Yeah, and I mean, despite the fact that one of them looks like a bathtub.
The Coronation Scott, nah.
Well, actually, funny enough, me when here's a music nerd. If I remember correctly, isn't there a song that is named after the Coronation Scott? It's more about like the train.
I'm not that big of a music nerd. I am a composition nerd. I make my own music and whatnot, but not delving into the history. But I would not be surprised if there was a song. If anyone would know, it would be you.
I think there. I used to like listen to it, but there was a song. I think it was named Coronation Scott, and it just like had the sound of. Well, and it was made to sound like a trip on the train, or just a powerful trip, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just a nice sounding song.
Imagine that.
Might play a sample of it in the video if I can find it on YouTube and know it's the correct.
Indeed.
But speaking of favorite locomotives, let's do something a bit more American, because our viewers are probably American, and well, you're American, Leland.
Dreyfus Hudson, J3A.
Dreyfus Hudson. We have another. Dude, so it's the streamlined Hudson. Streamlined.
Yeah, Dreyfus Hudson, J3A. I love my good streamliners, man.
Why do you like the J3A Hudson?
It's a powerful locomotive. It's silver. My favorite color is white.
We have to put into quotations non-racially, of course, because of one
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an inside joke we have. But it is my favorite color, and by extension, I do like the color silver. I think it's just a symbol of cleanliness and just purity and whatnot. And so I feel like Dreyfus Hudson is really a great locomotive for the color scheme, the streamlining. It just looks beautiful, honestly.
Like, I can't disagree with you. It is definitely one of those locomotives that just represent the cleanliness of back in the day. In fact, you could even say that it represented like depending on if you're like a boomer or not.
Shout out to the grannies watching this video.
like a boomer could say that the Dreyfus Hudson represented like what was good back in the day.
It's kind of like the Liberty, you know, say the Daily Liberty. Which still hasn't been released yet. Not too happy about that.
Wait, hold on. What hasn't been released yet?
The Avelia Liberty, isn't it not out yet?
Oh, you're okay. I thought you said Lady Liberty, but the Avelia Liberty,
yeah, Avelia
that one
Liberty.
French locomotive, if I remember correctly, that the
no, the American Amtrak.
Well, no, I know it's an Amtrak train, but it's made by the French.
Oh, it's made by the French? I did not know that. That's interesting.
Fun facts with conductors in here.
The French can be pretty good at designing some locomotives. Not always, but they can be pretty good. There's some good French streamliners out there.
Oh, they are. In fact, like, the whole Avelia Liberty is, like, based on French designs. However, let's just say the locomotives aren't exactly designed with American railroading in mind.
Yeah. They would need some great stopping power because of all the freight traffic on Amtrak.
Well, no, it's not only that, but it's the fact that the tracks here in America. Well, no, the tracks. You were making a joke, of course. You gotta make fun of American railroading, but it's the fact. It's the fact that when it comes to like American railroading, just the tracks are all bumpy and such.
Yeah. Quite old, very preserved.
Like, you can... Like, I get... That's one of the main issue about the French designs, is that you have French people who have no idea how American railroading works, because they probably haven't put too much effort into, like, setting up a location there in the United States. Well, mainly because of the fact that... Didn't, like, Amtrak just go straight up to France and be like, hey... Give me this, and I'll pay you. And the French were like, okay.
Money.
Yeah, like, just my knowledge is that train is just... just was not designed with American railroading in mind for sure. And funny enough, for those who like the rivalry between the French and the Germans, apparently the Germans have been doing way better in America because they have several facilities, I think, located in North America that, and they test there too.
No doubt, I believe Germany would be better to work with on a national level.
I'm surprised. Like, I know Amtrak back in the day did once go to Germany and said, "Hey, can we have like one of your high-speed ICE trains?" And Germany was like, "Okay, here you go. Have it on the Grand Tour or something." Like, I can remember like photos of one of the ICE units just in the Amtrak livery, but I think it was like a one-time thing. I mean, think about it, there's like just a whole ton of European just locomotive manufacturers
In America.
Well, yeah, like that went to America and provided designs. I'm pretty sure, like, same case in Canada, of course. A lot of these same companies would show prototypes.
Yeah.
What was that one? I think it may have been called the Turboliner. I don't know what it was, but I think it may have been like somewhat of a Dutch design. But it ended up in Canada. Because scrolling through.
Are you talking about the Turboliner, the steam one?
No, not there was a steam turbo.
Yeah, there's a steam turbo. Sorry, my mouse.
No worries. It's just extra commentary.
Yeah, she's my dog bit her apparently or something. Anyways, there was a steam turboliner. It was a British design. I think it was the LMS. It used a turbine on the front of the locomotive to propel the wheels. So there was no rods, no like wow shirts, valve gear, or anything like that. It was just a turbine connected up to the wheels.
That is very interesting. I didn't know it was called turboliner, but I did like. But I was thinking of like just.
It might have been something different, but it was something turbo. I believe it was the turboliner, if I remember correctly.
I don't think it would have been called turboliner. That just sounds too futuristic for. Like when was this designed? Like 19.
It's like the 30s, 40s, I think.
Yeah, I think it'd
sure,
be too early for the 30s.
Well, I mean, it was Art Deco. It was more futuristic in a way, I could say. Like, yeah. Okay.
What was that? Also, over here is what I was talking about.
Oh, that, yeah, Roger was here. I did that. I thought you were gonna change the save, so I forgot to change that. So let me quick.
No worries, I have the power of a hobo. Also, we got a whistle for the crossing.
I'm sorry, Galaxy. It was too late. You ran over a small child.
Aww. Damn it.
Hey, it's extra points.
Well, you know how much they're gonna sue me for? This has happened twice already.
You have a train. Just run them over.
Oh, that's true. But anyhow. Oh, crap.
I feel like I'm doing, like, parkour or something in between those cars. Like, boom,
Well, that's essentially
hit the
what
trick
it
shot.
is.
Would you say in the 1800s that brakemen that were hopping between cars were doing sick 360 parkour trick shots?
It's just like, no, they're just out in like the snow and like, I don't know, somewhere on some railroad pass in Colorado. I will call it like middle of nowhere pass, Colorado. And you just have them running in the snow, like trying to not slip. So when they just jump, they're like, oops, I accidentally did a 360.
Oh, that's a sick 360 flip. Nice one, Gary. I'll have to put this one down in the record books.
Oh, we've gone onto the wrong line. I was
Oh,
hoping to make an automatic switch there, a quick switch, but we could not do that in time.
I didn't understand what you were trying to do. Sorry, I would have been able to switch that.
Also, there's our little porter.
Yes, that is our porter. Beautiful little engine.
Alright, now we can roll backwards.
Indeed. Wait, does this locomotive not have a number?
No, it does not have a number, which is weird.
Now I have to change that in the game files. I think it would be best if we had a number on it, just for continuity purposes.
I've actually, I've looked at the other locomotives that you can get for this particular map. Because you can do, Betsy, Montezuma, of course, here, and then the Shay. The
Shay is numbered 5.
Yeah, the Shay's number 5. Betsy's number 1, of course, which makes me think about what this is numbered. Which I would presume it would be numbered something like 2 or 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3. Because it's like 1, 3, 5, you know, it's the odd numbers. And I guess players can fill in the gaps with the even numbers or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But it is rather weird that they decided to, number the Shay only. Because they could have given it, a name.
Yeah, isn't it just have Lake Valley on it?
Yeah, I think it just has Lake Valley on it.
Yeah. What are we loading up on? Both or just one?
I think we should load up on, the nice little lumber up here. Because we'll have enough logs to fill in, and I want to see how much money we'll get.
Yeah, go ahead. Alright.
I love the braking power of this locomotive. As you can tell...
doesn't it have a compressor?
It doesn't have a compressor.
Interesting.
Well, of course it's not going to have a compressor, because this was, really, this locomotive in particular, Montezuma, I think it was, from a class out of 6, or 3, 4? I don't know how much. It was, 3 to 6. But 3 to 6 of these were produced by Baldwin for the upcoming Denver and Rio Grande Railroad, which for you like. Now, despite the fact that you said you like the just the big streamlined locomotives of Britain,
I do like tiny trains.
yes, you like tiny trains, especially those from Wales, of the Talyllyn.
I'm a big Wales fan. Chorus, Talyllyn. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Talyllyn,
please
yeah,
don't
it's
get mad at me.
Talyllyn.
Yes, Talyllyn. And then I believe there's another one, if I am not wrong.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, it's the Romney-Dymchurch. I love that one.
Romney-Dymchurch. That's not in Wales. It's
Oh no, that's not. Isn't it on the East Coast of the UK?
Yeah, it's on the east coast of the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I don't know my geography. I'm just reaffirming the stereotype here.
Yeah, I think it. Festiniog. That's what.
Yes, Festiniog. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Festiniog. But Miwan, I think you're gonna like this about the Montezuma.
What is about?
So the Montezuma and a lot of locomotives from the early Denver and Rio Grande. The whole early operations of the Denver and Rio Grande was inspired by the Festiniog and other narrow gauge railroads in Wales.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
So a lot of the design a lot of the design elements of the Montezuma and other early rolling stock of the Denver and Rio Grande were designed to be much like the Festiniog equipment. Now, notably, they were a bit upsized and a bit more American, because...
Well, America.
Yeah. So, this is 3-foot gauge here. It's not...
2 foot or 16 inches, I believe, which is...
Yeah, 2 foot, I think it's 2 foot, 16 inches. But I do know that people who do not know about Welsh railroading, you're going to hate this, but if you're outside of, Welsh 2 foot, you may think it's all just, 2 foot. But a lot of the 2 foot gauge lines out there vary in the last part, because some of it's 2 foot 16 inches and then so forth.
Yeah, a lot of them are very specialized because they were intended to be relatively temporary slate operations or relatively short other cargo or maybe miniature passenger lines.
Yeah.
They weren't meant to be globalized in any form or way, so they didn't really apply themselves to any standard gauging. They just said, hey, let's put down a gauge that would work here and let's custom order a couple of locomotives and get some money out of this.
Yeah, and that is like really interesting note because it does show you like how different the American narrow gauge railroading scene was compared to the the Welsh side of things.
It is quite vastly different. It really just shows how cultures and different ideas of things can change based on business and
Yeah.
geography and whatnot.
Not to mention there was like a because if you're like a civil if you're like a railroading fan and you know of just like the really early days of American railroading, you would have known that much like Wales, the American side of things was very similar, like especially down in the South, where there was a whole ton of different gauges, while the North just had the same set of gauge.
The standard and narrow and
Yeah,
whatnot.
and it was actually like only after the Civil War that America had a much more based idea of what if we just have like the most of the railroads that are standard gauge be like 4 foot 8 inches. So what? 4 foot 8.5 inches?
I feel like that 8.5 is as very likely.
Yeah, if, like just had it
The
be
fact
four.
the fact that you have that memorized is kind of interesting.
I'm a railroading fan. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not that big into trains as Mr. Galaxy Conductor Zen over here. I'm more of a ship guy, but I still do like my trains.
Yeah. And yeah. So anyway, point back.
And then there's oh yeah, continue.
Oh yeah, because like let's see. So Denver and Rio Grande started after after the Civil War, because I believe the guy who created the Denver and Rio Grande was one of the generals during the Civil War.
Well, that's
He's the son of
interesting.
a general. Or some other like
Related to a military position.
it may have been a captain or something, but he was just out there and yeah, after like a trip to Wales, had the idea of building a railroad out in Colorado, or just somewhere that was based on the core element of narrow gauge. And so he goes out to somewhere in Colorado that was flat land. Because one thing you may note about the Montezuma is that it has the giant drivers.
Oh, doesn't large drivers mean higher speeds?
So large drivers means higher speeds, but it means that it has a reduced tractive effort.
Ah.
And so he designed it specifically as a... So he had it be designed by Baldwin for like a small line on flat land between like some cities. But, you know... later, like the Denver and Rio Grande, I don't know if it was under him or like some other people that took control of the railroad, but they eventually turned like the 3 foot. They eventually had to go into the mountains, where like the core elements of what they originally had was changed. Where now you had much more American styled equipment. You had locomotives that had generally just small. Well, of course they would have bigger drivers because they were bigger. But when compared to the size of the locomotive, they were
in proportion.
Yeah, in proportion. The drivers
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but
Oh, you stop kidding! How dare you jump off the train?
John Robertson's getting his workout in today. Oh, don't forget to whistle. You might run over another child.
Oh, no worries. I'll be slow enough.
Okay, I'm catching up now. Anywho, continue with what you were saying.
Alright, so anyhow. So they eventually, like, in proportion, the drivers were a bit more smaller, and the locomotives were made more about, like, tractive effort than speed. Now, notably, you did have a few sections of lines where they did get up to, like, an impressive amount of speed. But yeah. And, for one, I don't know.
Ooh, the Mosca. You get
The-
that with Mosca up here.
The Mosca. I know it's like some of like one of the favorite locomotives for some people who play the game. Now, this is a Denver and Rio Grande locomotive. However, it's not really a Denver and Rio Grande locomotive. This is because of the fact that Baldwin sold this off to I believe, a new and upcoming narrow gauge railroad, or unless it already existed, called the East Broad Top, which is a very unique railroad on its own. But the Moscow was originally, like this locomotive, was originally going to be sold to the Denver and Rio Grande, as I said before, by Baldwin. However, the Denver and Rio Grande, for some former reason, was like, no, we don't want this. So now Baldwin Baldwin now had this locomotive just sitting in their facilities. East Broad Top comes along and says, hey, we'll buy one as our number 3. And that's what happened. And actually, I think one of the big shames about this, about the Mosca in the game, is if you're looking at the screen, and I wonder if you can see the mouse, I'll have to check. But you can tell that I'm clicking the paint button, and I can't do it, because there's only one.
There's no other paint.
Yeah, and that sucks, because Mosca did not only have this Baldwin centered, like this set Baldwin paint scheme that the Denver and Rio Grande used, but when it was given to the East Broad Top Railroad, it received an all-black paint scheme, or at least later on down the line. No pun intended.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But it was given like an all-black paint scheme, which I think sucks, because this may look really good in all black. And there is a photo of the Mosca in its all-black paint scheme on the East Broad Top, which I'll put like a photo on, I don't know, maybe the left or right side. Probably, yeah, the left side of the screen. And it just generally looked good, in my opinion, because I'm a big fan of locomotives just having a black paint scheme, because I'm a bit more modern.
You see, funny colors, if I may add.
Oh, yeah. Funny colors. What do you mean by funny colors, Meanwin?
Cook 260 coal looks beautiful.
A Cook 260. Are you...
Cook 260 coal in the blue.
Oh, not the blue.
Exquisite.
No.
It's good, man. I like it. I don't know.
If
it looks stupid.
No. If the blue was darker, I would definitely like it. But it's too bright.
I think it looks so goofy that it goes right around and become like they're right around the spectrum and starts to look good again.
Anyhow, I believe we should get on to the iron mine route.
Indeed. Also 10 Mile Blue. Exquisite.
10 Mile Blue is I think, like, out of the two blue locomotives, 10 Mile pulls it off the best because it's not blinding.
I feel like Cook 260 coal with the blue scheme would look like 250% better if the smokestack was silver or black.
I think it would.
Because it's a solid blue.
Yeah, but in the defense of the developers. I don't know if this was an actual case, because I know that a lot of people, base that paint scheme off of a drawing that I know of, which I don't know if it's based on just a real photo example or a statement. But there were actual Cook 260s,
Denver, South Park, and Pacific,
that was painted in that blue color, and the funnel was indeed just straight up blue.
Interesting.
Which, yeah, it does look a bit weird. I'll actually, for those who are very curious and have not played this game before, or too lazy to look up at, one of the Wikipedia pages on arguably not the best Wikipedia for games, I will just put up an image of the Cook 260 in that blue, because I want to do a bit more editing and show y'all. I don't know why I said that. I could have just done that without saying. God, I'm gonna quickly cut me going on a ramble about that, but yeah. Miwan, can you do something for me?
No. What?
Oh. Hey, can
What's
you
up?
send this full throttle
Backwards?
forward?
Yeah, I'll send it full throttle.
If only it was over there. That would have been funny, just like breaking the bridge. Like earlier.
Oh my goodness. You're in charge of re-railing this, by the way. You're in charge, Galaxy. That looks so sad.
We've had our first major accident. This is not good. Our company's reputation will be damaged.
Oh, I feel so bad for the poor. I feel like that feeling when you accidentally step on your dog's foot, you know? That's what I feel like right now. I feel horrible.
So yeah, anyway, I feel like, I loved it. I loved watching that thing go down.
It's quite enjoyable, isn't it?
It is quite enjoyable.
In it, Daddy. On a Tuesday.
A Tuesday!
Reminds me of a certain someone from a certain group that we're both in.
We shan't speak of them here, Miwan. We shan't.
We chant?
Shan't.
Oh?
I'm being fancy.
Oh, that's a tree.
Yeah, I was about to say you should look out for the trees. Ooh, I wonder, should we have like a telegraph line that just goes along the route up here?
Just imagine like a 50-foot tall pole just sticking out of the ground.
Well, no, they would have like the telegraphs, like they would have the telegraph poles, like on the bridge.
Wait, what?
So they would make like a little extension out on the bridge for the telegraph poles.
Huh.
I know, right?
It's interesting.
I do want to do that. That would seem like interesting. But anyhow, we get to work on our favorite part, which is just climbing along the mountain here. And hoping that we are not too far above. Hey, Miwan, hold on. I'm gonna quickly head over to the iron ore mine, then lay like a very flat piece of track. Hurrah, hurrah, we'll join the Jubilee. Okay, I need to work on it there, but I'm gonna turn this down to 0% grade, because we need a 0% grade. But Miwan, actually I want to ask, while we're here, what is your opinion on just the new Railroads Online update generally?
I think it's great. With Century of Steam releasing soon, I feel like Railroads Online has pivoted. Yes, it's an actual business term I just used. I'm smart. Please read me. They pivoted properly, I feel, to a different audience, and the audience that gravitated around Railroads Online that they're now catering to, which is the sandbox audience rather than realism.
Yeah.
They're definitely going for the make your own model railroad. That's technically not a model because you're in the model, you know.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, it definitely does somewhat feel like a model railroad now, where I would presume like Century Steam is definitely more about having the
realism.
Realistic railroad.
And I feel like Century Steam is going to market more towards the Omega nerds, and this is going to be like, yeah, you like trains, but you just want to make a cool train set, you know?
I guess that's the one just good thing that we can tell these two apart from. It's honestly just better that way, and hopefully Railroads Online is actually pivoting that way, and it's just not like a coincidence that,
The industries are placeable and there's more props and stuff.
yeah. Because it would be a shame if all of this is just for nothing.
Yeah. I feel like Railroads Online is headed in a great direction, and it'd really be quite sad to see it not go too far.
Yeah. I just tried to demolish a bridge with a prop. With the prop deletion.
I mean, I think the bridge is a prop if you think about it hard enough.
The bridge is a prop. Yeah. And I really hope that with future updates, they provide more buildings we can, build towns with and other such.
Different eras, especially, 1900s rather than 1800s, for sure, or more industrial.
Yeah, because I want, just generally more buildings that feel like you're in a much more larger town in Colorado. Or, just...
Sure.
Because, I've been to Durango, the Durango and Silverton. The town of Silverton, which is somewhat like a lot of the buildings there are really old and feel like they would really just... And, they would fit Railroads Online like a glove. They're big, yet some of the buildings are pretty big, but others, they're much more smaller, and they do fit that style. And these are buildings that date back to the 1900s, early 1900s, 1910s. I mean, some of them may or may not, be actually from the real just time period that Railroad Online's current props are.
For sure.
The rest, they're much more modern. A little more modern. And I feel like Railroads Online is just missing that. Because I want to have a town that feels much more, developed. Without as much wooden buildings. I want to see some brick buildings.
Brick buildings, especially.
They would look really good next to, factories and shit.
Mine would, but yes, they would.
Yeah. Of course, I should always be mindful of my language.
Indeed. You're a tad bit high.
Me went.
I know what I'm doing.
You were pushing me along, me went.
That's why I said I know what I'm doing. I need to inherit. Preserve this railroad.
Wait, what do you mean inherit? Me went.
Nothing.
How many times have I told you? Stop trying to kill me so you can inherit stuff. I don't even have you in my will.
Not yet.
What do you mean?
You will have me in your will.
Not me, one. Out of many times it's happened, why should I have you in my will?
Yes, that's...
What do you mean because you said so?
But respectfully, I did say so. I said so. That's what I mean.
And we've connected.
Great, you're in the Transcontinental Railroad connection. In color.
Ooh, baby, that's what we've been aiming for. That's what it's
What's
about.
this all up?
Also, I think before we end today's video, I think we should end it off with just bringing up lumber.
Indeed. Betsy was more of a trial locomotive, I feel. Just to see if it works. And so far, doing great.
I should probably stop. That's how
I'll
you
go
stop.
cut these.
Yeah, that's how you stop a train very fast.
Reverser. That's what I've been doing a lot.
It doesn't feel like it.
When in emergency situations, of course.
when in an emergency, but when I see my boss on the tracks, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, I made every effort I could to stop, you know?
Dude, you literally almost threw me towards my death.
That was an accident.
Get rid of this. We've been able to get... We've been able to just get up here. We have a pass, like just a small little building. House.
Great. I'm getting the trees, don't worry. Better just go a bit slow till they despawn. Alright, tree space program, here we go.
Oh. Should have it switched on to the station track.
Oh, station track for sure. You reverse, I'll switch it. It's fine. Okay, you're good.
Alright.
And we're back where we started today's episode off. Here we are.
Isn't this impressive?
Indeed.
However-
Betsy is acquired.
However, this isn't the end of today's episode.
We have to bring something up. I'm going to send the Betsy down. Never mind.
Oh, the track. Are you scared that you're gonna derail?
No, it's just I didn't want to. I didn't know what you were going to do here. I was going to.
We can leave like the Betsy here.
Yeah, I'll bring
least-
Betsy.
Wait, hold on. Let's just send the train down. Let's see how far we go until we derail.
All right.
Send
You're the one
it backwards.
You're the one cleaning. You're the one cleaning it up.
What do you mean?
Yeah, when it derails, not even if, when it derails, you're cleaning it up.
Look, this is. I'm telling you, this is one of the safest railroads and railroads online. There have.
Just flashbacks towards me almost killing you several times.
Look, at least it's not our previous railroad in Pine Valley. Do you remember
Simpleton Western was broke OSHA violation. Simpleton Western is the reason why OSHA was created.
Just to put into context, there were many derailments, many almost murder attempts, and one of the nearby railroads set up by another person that was going to be in this episode. Let's just say that their railroad had like an incredible increased amount of deaths.
Yeah, it was honestly quite astonishing. Here's our first danger spot here.
I don't think we're gonna die. See, look, Betsy's taking it. So as you saw, Betsy took it like a champ.
You're just gonna leave Betsy.
We can pick it. We can pick up Betsy. Also, somebody joined us.
Hello, gents.
Oh, hello, Audiorize.
This is our good friend Audiorize. Say hello. We're recording Railroads Online video currently.
This will be uploaded to YouTube. So this much.
Say hi.
Hello.
Hi. Did you hear anything that we just said?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go! And right into a tree! If this was a car...
God, what'd you do now?
If this was a car, I would... Well, if this was a car, we'd be dead.
Alright, let's continue, shall we? Oh, man, we don't have a whistle.
Yeah, we don't got a whistle, right?
Light signal.
Light signal. No worries, it's Morse code.
Morse code. Get off the tracks, you idiot.
Hey. Yeah, no, like, we're just going up the line here. This is like a nice view.
It is quite nice.
You got the giant thumb over there.
Oh, the thumb of the...
What do we want to
desert.
call that?
It reminds me of the memes with, like, the thumbs up, and then the thumbs up emoji right next to it. A thumbs up emoji mountain.
Nah. I want to call it Tom's Fum. I've heard that from somewhere before, and it sounds interesting, but I need to look up, because if it's something inappropriate, that... What? Why'd you look at me like that? Don't turn on the brakes.
I'm controlling the brake speed. I mean the descent speed.
Just send it down, because I don't want to get stuck, because we're getting to the point where it's not as...
Oh yeah, we're starting to go onto 0, aren't we?
A little bit downwards, but yeah. Oh yeah, I think we're back at like the 3.5 or 3. So just let it roll down. I don't think we're gonna crash and die. Like if we were in a car, like a normal car, yeah, we'd crash and die. But we're on a sugarcane car.
Nice.
Yeah, no. So you got the 2 islands out there. This is like to it being a nice view. It's just a very nice view. You can see what I want to call Tom's Fum out there in the distance. I could call it Molly's Nipple because...
Bro?
No, literally. There is a point... Okay. Southern Utah, out near Hurricane, there is a... there is something like that over there called Molly's Nipple. So, you can't complain me one. That's a real place, and I've hiked up it.
That's great to put in a video, Galaxy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Audiorize. Look, I've hiked up Molly's Nipple.
Do you that sounds horrible.
Yeah,
Do you know how to
that-
edit things out?
Maybe I'll edit things out, but... No,
Yeah,
maybe I
let's
won't.
edit a bunch of things out.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, you swore on a lot in this one.
Look, I'll bleep over the swear words. I don't think it'll matter. What? I swore like what? 4 times?
Yeah. Over
That
how
dies.
long have we recording? How long have you guys
Probably,
been?
like maybe like an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Look, this game just is.
well, I'm trying to install it, or not install it, update it.
Oh, you're updating Railroads Online? You wanna like
Yeah.
join us?
Yeah, man.
We have a new friend.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Bye, me when.
Great.
Well, if you wouldn't look at the time, seems pretty late, or for some, pretty early in the morning. I thank you for watching my first episode here, my first gaming episode on Railroads Online. As I have said, I really do hope that you place down some good criticism of what I can change, do, all that such. I also hope you enjoyed the company that my friends have provided in today's episode, because definitely would have been awkward without them. But as I said earlier, I had some announcements to make. And here's those announcements. They're mainly for new stuff I'm working on for the YouTube channel. Starting off with episode 2 of this series. One of the things I think I pointed out a little bit is that this first episode here is actually a recording of a session, but it's only over half of that session, because we have it building all the way up from the back, where you guys can see. So building line up to the iron mine. However, the second part of the session was getting a train up the line with the Montezuma and 5 of the regular flatbed stake cars, as I should call them, which was really a challenge, and it'll be a very fun video to watch, hopefully. Some other stuff. Now, I'm going to also talk about the other projects. which I think this next one here will be coming first before episode 2. That is the Railroader first experience. I don't know what I'm going to It's going to be hopefully a new series. Don't know what I'm going to call it yet. However, I'm going to start filming in Railroader. Not Railroads. I'm already filming some stuff. Maybe I'll bring some of... hopefully I'll be able to bring in Miwen and maybe a few others in that new series, because that is also multiplayer. It'll be fun to see some new faces as I try to deal with running a railroad. Realistically, with timetables, transfers, passenger services. So that should hopefully be fun for you to watch. Oh. Then on to the third thing. By the time that this episode is released, there's going to be a new by the time this is released, there will soon be a new update for Railroads Online, which includes a new industry set, like just a set of industries, a different core, as I should say, some new rolling stock, a new locomotive, and new skins for the game. Also, there might be some new props. Can't exactly confirm or deny, because I don't remember. But yeah. Then the final thing is that I might be working on a video about my experience at the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad in Colorado, which was fun. But I don't know if I'm going to be exactly doing that. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Now, looking up at these beautiful stars... Oh, actually... Looking up at these beautiful nighttime stars... Aren't they beautiful, despite their low quality texture? Just gonna say this now. Whenever you have the chance, go outside. Sit in the grass or wherever you can. Look up at the night sky and enjoy it. Everywhere it's different. Maybe you don't have stars, which is sad because that happens. But just enjoy the nighttime sky. Or if you can, just enjoy the nighttime air, which should hopefully be a good temperature, not wanting to kill you. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's finished with me. But yeah, I wish you all either a good night or a guten Morgen. See you all in the next episode or upload. Bye.